Welcome, my friend. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat today, and thank yourself for carving out the next 35 minutes to tend to your body, mind, and spirit. The yoga practice I have for you today is a Hatha Yin Yoga Fusion sequence, focusing on you being in the here and now, breathing into the present moment rather than letting your mind being consumed with whatever is going on in the outside world. We will focus on the internal, amazing world within you. Give your mind and spirit a moment to soften, relax, and find some peace within your body on the mat. Have a bolster or a firm pillow, 2 yoga blocks nearby. If you don't have yoga blocks, you may wish to get 2 stacks of firm books and set them towards the front of the mat. If you enjoy this Hatha Yin Fusion, I have a yoga program with 7 full-length practices of Hatha Yin Fusion shot all across the beautiful island of Maui. I'll provide a link to that below. With that said, hop into something comfy and I'll meet you seated on the mat. Right away, we'll make our way to lying on our back for our first yin pose. Draw one knee into your chest and then the other. Your hands can hold your knees or wrap your arms around, whatever feels best in your body. Let your head relax to the mat. Feel the length of your spine grounded to the earth. Neck is soft. Shoulders relax down and away from your ears. Begin to tune into your breath, trying not to manipulate your breath, but rather just observe. Notice the rhythm, the temperature of the air as it enters your nose versus the temperature of the air that leaves your nose. The effects of the inhalation and the exhalation on your body in this pose. We are going to introduce ujjayi pranayama, which you may also know as victorious breath or ocean breath. Ujjayi pranayama practice can further enhance the relaxation response of slow breathing. For this pranayama, inhale through your nose and then open your mouth and slowly exhale out, making a ocean-like sound. We have a little constriction in our throat. So take 3 more breaths like this out your mouth. Now, on your exhalations, close your mouth and keep the back of your throat the same to make that ocean-like sound as you exhale through your nose. Continue this ujjayi pranayama as we hold this pose and allow your sweet breath to bring you into a deeper state of relaxation in the present moment. Beautiful, my friend. Continue this ujjayi pranayama as we flow today. Soften and extend your right leg to the sky. Opposite knee hugs into your chest. Point and flex your extended foot a few times. Eyes closed, staying connected with your body, feeling into the opening you're experiencing. Lower your left solar foot to the mat and cross your right ankle over the opposite leg for reclined pigeon pose. Your foot flex and knee pressing away. Option to stay right here or begin to draw your left knee towards your body. Hands can clasp behind your thigh or the front of your shin to deepen the stretch. Checking in, making sure your foot flex and knee is still pressing away the entire time. And take a moment to check in with your left knee. If it is leaning inward, go ahead and press it open to align with your left hip. And return to your ujjayi breathing as you hold, finding peace within. Soften and extend your right leg to the sky. Flex your foot and slowly lower it to the mat with control. Begin to rock your left knee side to side, massaging your hip joint. Slow and mindful movement. Find stillness at center. Point all 10 toes and lift your right leg so it's hovering off the mat. Lift your head off the mat, gaze towards your toes. Lower belly firming up and in. Big breath in. Before you exhale, scissor your legs as your right knee into your chest. And then continue this pedaling movement, going at your own feel-good pace. Arms can reach out at your side, palms face up. Low abs hugging up and in as you scissor your legs. Sync your breath with the movement. Keep going, you got this. Last one. Now we want to end with our right knee hugging into our chest. Hands to your knee. Left leg extended to the sky. And let's point and flex your extended foot a few times. Relaxing your head to the earth. Softening throughout your neck. And now lower your right solar foot to the mat and cross your left ankle over the opposite leg for our reclined pigeon pose on the second side. Keep your foot flexed and knee pressing away to the space in front of you. Take whichever variation best supports your body where it is at today. Staying here or drawing your right knee towards your body, hands clasped behind your thigh, or deepening the stretch by clasping the front of your shin. That foot flex, knee pressing away the entire time. Go ahead and check in with your right knee to ensure it's lined up with your right hip and not falling in towards center. And return to your ujjayi breathing as you hold. Soften and extend your left foot to the sky. Flex your foot and slowly lower it to the mat with control. With hands to your right knee, begin to rock it side to side, towards your armpit and then towards your chest, massaging that hip. Slow and mindful movement. Then find stillness at center. We'll point all 10 toes and lift your left leg so it's hovering off the mat. Lift your head, gaze towards your toes. Lower belly firming up and in. You know what's coming next. Exhale, scissor your legs as you draw your left knee in towards your chest. Continuing this pedaling movement. Arms can reach out at your side, palms face up, hovering off the mat. Stay present and in tune with your body, enjoying this core strength awakening, and check in. Draw navel to spine with each exhalation you take. Alright, then just hug both knees into your chest and relax your head back to the mat. Good work, my friend. Roll across your ankles, take your 2-piece fingers around your big toes and rock and roll a few times, massaging along your spine. Next time you're at the top, find your easy seat. We'll take a side body stretch. If you want to use blocks to help bring the earth up to you, feel free to. Then we'll lower your left hand to the side, reach the opposite arm up and over. Keep both sits bones grounded as you reach those fingertips away, feeling into that juicy side body stretch. Breathe in, lift up to center. Exhalation, taking the side body stretch to the other side. Inhalation, lift to center. Bring your fingertips behind you and then lift up through your heart center, lifting your gaze, your heart shining bright. Let's soften and make our way to hands and knees. Your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tops of feet kiss the mat. On your next inhale, lower your belly, lengthening your tailbone towards the sky. Your shoulder heads draw back, shoulder blades draw in towards your spine. On your exhalation, beginning at your tailbone, wave your spine, tailbone lowering towards the mat, arching your spine, crown head lowers towards the mat. We'll return to flat back. Step your right foot through, placing it near your right thumb. Press down on your heel to rise up. Bring your hands to your thigh and let your hips melt forward and down into the pose. Hips staying square to the mat, shoulders square to the front of the mat. And return to your ocean breath. And begin to bend into your back knee, drawing your heel towards your seat as your left arm circles up and back to catch your foot. Press back in your foot, allowing this to draw your left shoulder back. And with control, release your foot to the mat. Hands come to frame your front foot. Tug your back toes and press up. If you have your yoga blocks or 2 stacks book, bring them so they frame your front foot. Once you're ready, extend your fingertips to the sky for high lunge pose. Check in with your hips once more to ensure they remain square to the front of the mat, and your thighs are energetically scissoring to help square the hips. Shoulders square to the front of the mat. Straighten your front leg, hands to your hips. Begin to hinge forward over your front leg. Lower hands to your blocks, keeping a nice flat back as you hold. Your right hip draws back in space as your left hip slides forward. Feel this movement squaring up your hips. Press down in your big toe and your second toe. And go ahead and allow your spine to round forward. Bend into your front knee. Spider your fingertips forward, preparing to extend your back leg to the sky for a standing split pose. Use your glutes to extend your toes even higher, heel pressing up. Good work. We're going to come into seated spinal twist next. So begin to lower your top leg and slide your knee behind your extended leg, lowering your seat to the mat. We'll bring your right fingertips behind you near your seat. Inhalation to extend your left fingertips to the sky. And as you exhale, twisting at your navel to the right into your twist. Arm can wrap around your thigh or tricep to the outer thigh. On your inhalations, find length in your spine and allow your exhalations to take you deeper into the twist. On your next inhalation, extend your left fingertips to the sky. Unwind and lower your hands to frame your foot. Shift your weight into your front foot to extend the opposite leg back up into the standing splits. And then with control, lower your sole of foot to the mat, forward fold. Breathe and lift halfway, finding your flat back. Exhale, soften and release forward. Take a big, beautiful breath in as you circle your fingertips up to the sky, palms kiss, and lower prayer to heart. If you glance at the video, you'll see a pretty butterfly fly in. Alright, will be moving into a balancing pose next. So begin to shift your weight into your right solar foot. Find your drishti, your point of focus. With control, begin to draw your left knee in towards your chest without using your hands, and then cross your ankle over your standing leg for standing pigeon pose. With hands at heart center, slowly lower your seat back in space as though you're sitting into a chair. Keep that foot flexed and knee pressing away. Breathe as you hold. Lower your seat another inch. And then we'll slowly rise up, lower your foot as prayer reaches up to sky. Then reach it back into a back bend before you dive it down through center for forward fold. Breathe and lift halfway, finding that beautiful long spine of yours. Exhale, soften forward. Step one foot back and then the other for plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhalation, lifting to upward facing dog. And using the muscles of your pelvic floor, lift your hips to down dog. And lower your knees to the mat, finding a wide knee child's pose. Big toes kiss, knees open as wide as you comfortably can. Torso melts through center. Fingertips fully extended, forehead kissing the mat. Begin to tune in, noticing the temperature of your body. Notice where you feel your heart beat at within your body. The pace of your heartbeat. The rhythm of your breath. How each breath you take softens your heartbeat. Now let's return to our ujjayi pranayama to help you breathe into the present moment. Taking the first 3 exhalations out your mouth, letting go and releasing. Inhalations through your nose, your breath traveling to the space of your low back. After the 3 breaths out your mouth, return to exhalations out your nose, keeping the back of your throat the same to make that ocean-like sound as you exhale. And continue this ujjayi pranayama as we hold this pose, allowing your sweet breath to bring you into a deeper state of relaxation in the present moment. Beautiful, my friend. Press down in your palms, and on your next exhalation, round forward, coming into cat pose. We'll breathe in, lower your belly, lift your gaze for cow. Return to flat back. We'll step your left foot through, placing it near your left thumb. Press down in your front heel to rise up. Bring hands to your thigh and just let your hips melt forward and down into the pose. Hips staying square to the front of the mat as they sink down. Your shoulders are square. Return to your ocean breath. And we'll begin to bend into your back knee, drawing your heel towards your seat. That right arm circles up and back to catch your foot. Then we'll press back in your foot and allow this to draw your right shoulder back. And with control, release your foot to the mat, hands frame your front foot, tuck your back toes and press up. Blocks handy on both sides. And once you're ready, extend your fingertips to the sky for high lunge pose. Ensure your hips are square to the front of the mat by energetically scissoring your thighs. Then straighten your front leg. Hands lower to your hips. Begin to hinge forward over the front extended leg. Lower hands to your blocks, keeping a flat back as you hold. Left hip drawing back in space as your right hip slides forward, feeling that movement, squaring the hips up. Then press down in your big toe and the second toe. And then allow your spine to round forward. Bend into your front knee and spiral your fingertips forward, preparing for our standing split pose. And then we'll use your glutes to lift your leg even higher, heel pressing up. Beautiful. Now we're coming into our seated spinal twist next. So begin to lower your top leg and slide your knee behind your standing leg, lowering your seat to the mat. Left fingertips behind you near your seat. And then inhalation, extend your right fingertips to the sky. And on your exhale, twisting at your navel to the left into that twist. Take whichever variation with your arm best supports you, wrapping around your thigh or tricep coming to your outer thigh. And just breathe into the twist, into the space of your belly. On your next inhalation, extend your right fingertips to the sky. Unwind and lower your hands to frame your front foot. We'll shift your weight to your front foot to extend the opposite leg up to the sky for standing split pose. And then with control, lower your sole of foot to the mat. Forward fold. Breathe and lift halfway, finding your flat back. Exhale, soften and release forward. Take a big, beautiful breath in, circling your arms to the sky, palms kiss, and lower prayer to heart. Moving into our balancing pose next, so begin to shift your weight into your left foot. Find your dristi. And then once you have that, with control, you'll begin to draw your right knee in towards your chest width, and then we'll cross your right ankle over your standing leg for standing pigeon pose. Hands at heart, and slowly lower your seat back in space. Your foot flexed, knee pressing away, navel firming to your spine with each exhalation you take. Lower your seat a few more inches. Then slowly rise up. Lower your foot to the mat, hands reach up to the sky, and then reach prayer back in space for your back bend before you dive it down through center of a forward fold. Now your feet can be hip width apart or a little wider. And then allow your arms to dangle, your head to weigh heavy, your upper body completely relaxed. You have the option to clasp opposite elbows if that is calling to your body. Then take 10 deep breaths here. With your exhalations, allow any stressors within your body and your mind, any emotional holdings, to pour out of you, pour out of the crown of your head, and give them over to Mother Earth, just letting them go, releasing them from your body. Fingertips to the mat, and step one foot back and then the other for down dog. In our down dog, we'll take 10 more deep breaths with that same intention of your exhalations, releasing anything that does not support your balanced, healthy body and mind. Lower your knees to the mat and rest your hips to your heels. Just take a moment here, close your eyes, check in with yourself. Notice how you're feeling. Alright, sit off the side of your feet so you can bring your legs out in front of you. We'll extend your right leg, bringing the opposite sole foot to your inner thigh. Flex your foot and begin to hinge forward at your hips. Once you can't hinge forward anymore, just allow your spine to round forward. Rise up and we'll switch legs. Left leg extended long, opposite sole foot to the inner thigh. Foot flex, toes to the sky, and then hinge forward, keeping that nice flat back until you can't hinge forward anymore, and then you'll just allow your spine to round forward. And walk your palms back to rise up. Extend both legs long out in front of you for our final yin pose, caterpillar pose. Your feet hip width apart or a little wider. Allow your legs and your feet to be limp like noodles, all muscles relaxed. Hands at your side, palms face up, keeping them behind your knee as a subtle reminder to prevent yourself from reaching forward. And then let's tuck your chin to your chest and slowly roll down, rounding your spine forward. Letting gravity take hold. Head is completely relaxed and weighing heavy like a bowling ball. Shoulders soften down and away from your ears. If you find it challenging to fold forward, you can sit yourself up on the edge of a pillow to help tilt your pelvis forward. We'll be here for about 3 minutes. Return to your ujjayi breath work. Allow each ocean-like exhalation to relax and soften your body, your muscles, your mind, melting you deeper into a state of relaxation and into this pose. Scan your body from head to toe, checking back in to see if you have any holdings within your body, and use your exhalations to soften and release. Notice where you feel the strongest sensations along your back body. Breathing into the present moment. Beautiful, my friend. Palms to the mat, and with so much love and kindness, super slowly begin to roll up. Once you're at the top, just take a moment noticing the effects of caterpillar pose on your body. With loving kindness, slowly make your way to Shavasana. And in Shavasana, settle into complete stillness. Everything softens and melts into the earth beneath you. Take these final moments to truly allow the nutrients of our practice to settle in, to integrate. If your mind starts to wander, return to your breath, following each exhalation and each inhalation. Bend one knee, bring your sole foot to the mat, and then the other. Roll over to the right side. Take one full deep breath in through your nose. And one long, slow exhalation out your nose. And slowly make your way to a comfy cross-legged seated position. With eyes closed, your head over your heart, and your heart over your pelvis. Take a moment to tune into your body, your mind, and your spirit, noticing how you're feeling now compared to when we first stepped on the mat together. Big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss, and bring all that love and light down to heart center. Raise prayer to your forehead, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our thoughts of ourself and thoughts of others. Hands lower to prayer at your mouth, setting an intention to stay present and mindful as you nourish your body. Hands lower to prayer at your heart, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our actions, acting in love and kindness. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today. Remember, if you enjoyed this Hatha Yin Fusion, visit the link in the description to check out our 7 days of Hatha Yin Yoga for flexibility, stress relief, and self-love. Don't forget to throw the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to our channel to get the latest yoga love released each week. From my heart to yours.